11A, and we're moving swiftly into writing our first draft. So with these essays, what I'd like to do is to allow you to write up to 3 drafts, depending on when you get them in. So the first draft, everyone is required to do your first draft. If once I give you feedback, you would like to do a second draft and develop it even further, I'm happy to give you individual feedback. So it's really about the amount of effort you want to put in is the amount of, I suppose, the increased performance that you'll have. So now that I've given you individual feedback on your detailed plan, it should be in the correct order by now. You should have all of the content ready to go, and now we can move forward with writing our essay. I wanted to give you this example again. You can see that we've got Steve from 12A, and he's written his introduction already, his body, and he's got all this supporting detail. So what happens from here is we're going to take this supporting detail and then put it into, really build it and make it into a point, okay? So let's go over to his actual essay. You can see here his first area, he was actually going to be writing about the infringement of animal rights. So he's used a quote which he had in his notes and then developed it further, writhing, facial constriction, moaning, etc. So he's used all of the information he's got from his research and then put it into the right order, which he's done through his plan, and then he's actually written a really nice, well-developed paragraph. He's continued to do so throughout the essay. Now, 2 of the most important but also the most difficult parts of an essay is actually writing your introduction and conclusion. You've already completed the introduction class, so hopefully you've got a better idea of completing that. But what I want your main focus to be on at the moment is really the body. So if you just want to write a skeleton introduction, so a skeleton introduction is just a first go. The issue with introductions is often it's the first thing you're going to write and you freak out, so you feel like you can't write anything at all. So a little tip, what I usually do when I'm writing an essay, I'll just write a couple of sentences as a general introduction. I know it's not my real introduction, but it's done, it's there, and then I can just move straight in to body 1, body 2, body 3, and so on and so forth. And similarly with the conclusion. Then, once you've got your body right, we can then work on the introduction and then conclusion. Because once you've got your body, you know what your whole essay is about. It's very difficult to write an introduction when you don't really know where your essay is going to conclude or where it's going to go to. So like I said, just a couple of sentences for your introduction to start off with, and feel free just a couple of sentences for your conclusion at this point, and let's really focus on getting this body perfect. As I said with your plans, every time you make a comment, you need to back it up with evidence. So make sure that when you're writing your essay, that you have 2 things with you. Number 1, that you have your detailed plan and you refer to that constantly. And number 2, you've got your research helper and you refer to that constantly as well. So this is what you're going to be doing. So from your plan, it's then going to go into something like this. I just want to comment on the formatting again. You can see here that it is aligned. You can see also that it's double spaced. So if we click on paragraph, you can see line spacing and they've made it double right here. You can also note that he has the assessment and the class, his name, and student ID if that were required. Down the bottom, he's got the date, and then he's got the page number as well. I wanted to also just show you, in your first draft, you are required to hand in your reference sheet. Rebecca from 12A is actually really good at references, so we wanted to give you show you what hers look like. So it's a separate page, so you see her essay finishes all the way up here, but we do have to have a completely separate page for our references. We've got a title that has been centered, bolded, and it's a bigger size than the other format of other writing. You don't have to align this bit, but you're more than welcome. I think it looks a little bit better that way, but it's up to you. So you can see that she's put here the author and then the date of publication, and she's put where it's from and that it's online, available from, and then we've got the website, and finally accessed on the 27th of February 2020. So this is perfect formatting, perfect formatting. So when I'm marking Rebecca's final essay for her references and research, I can give her a 5. So if you do something really similar to this, you can easily get a 5, and that's going to bring up your mark, which is great. So make sure that you do this in your first draft. The reason being that I want to mark your first draft and your references and give you feedback on both of those things to make sure you're getting the best mark possible, okay? So that's all we need to do for the moment. I would be doing a class next week on conclusions to get you prepared to write your conclusion, but we'll work on introductions and conclusions after you've actually completed your final or your first draft. So if you guys can get to work, I think I've got the schedule just for a moment so I can tell you the due date. Here we go. So today is the 14th of May. So this is when you're going to be starting your first draft. So you've got period 2 and period 3 to actually start on that. As I said before, it's 1,000 words. So 1,000 words, that doesn't include your reference page. Then I would like the first draft of your essay to be handed in on the 20th of May. And you can see here that we've got a self-study class. So you actually have that class to work on it and this class to work on it. We're also going to look at draft and proofreading and editing your first draft. So we've got a couple of classes here. The lessons will be quite short, so you will have at least 15-20 minutes in your class to continue working on your first essay draft. So as I said, the 20th of May is the due date. Every day that if it's late, you will be removed, 1 mark will be removed because you've not handed in on time. So don't waste your time today. Make sure that you use period 2 and period 3 to start working on your first essay draft. As usual, I'm available online, so send me a WeChat if there's anything that I can help you with. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next class.